Welcome everyone back to the Frank for Famous channel, where we're going to be talking about predictions for Chelsea's lineup, and also we're going to be talking about predictions for scores for the game Chelsea versus West Ham United. Without further ado, you guys, let's get it. Alright, for the lineups, let's look back to that Leicester City game. We saw some things that happened during that game where we felt a little uncomfortable that the fact that Frank Lampard made some very decisive subs in the second half. As we did see Mason Mount, we also saw Billy Gilmore, and we saw Reece James come out the game. You could tell they were a bit rusty. Mason Mount looked tired. So it was a really smart move by Frank Lampard, which ended up getting us a goal scored by Ross Barkley, and we were able to win the game 1-0. Right now, the team that we're going to be playing against is West Ham United. We know that West Ham United likes to play on the counter, and also on the defensive end, they love to compact the middle. And we have to look at it now from the lineup that we had during Leicester City on the second half with moving forward with those players. I definitely think we should start striker with Giroud, as Giroud is going to help us to get out and also hold the ball in order to give our wingers and our midfielders time to push up. Another thing that we should be seeing for the lineup is Pulisic. Oh my God. He's good to go. I know he suffered a little knock. He should be all set to go. So we are excited to see him continue as he is on a great run. So just keep staying motivated, Pulisic. We should also be seeing on the right-hand midfield selection, Willian. Willian has been doing a great job of pressing players, going down the wing, also still showing his speed and his decisiveness with getting past his first defender and finding an open play or finding an open player to move forward with the attack. In the middle, I highly suggest that we still move forward with Ross Barkley and also having Kovacic running the middle. They had a great partnership, and of course Barkley had that goal, and we would love to see if Barkley can get back that confidence that he had playing for Everton. And I think Frank Lampard is seeing that he is even more driven to get back to his usual self. And of course we're going to have N'Golo Kante holding the center defensive midfield position. It's wonderful seeing him back in his position. I did enjoy him playing that center mid role, which he was able to really find himself and see if he was going to be able to become more of an attacking player. Because I mean, he scored a couple of goals compared to his other seasons before. But we do see how much our defense is a lot stronger because he is able to break up play and then find the next player. So him playing that center defensive midfield position is going to do us a great justice. And I think Frank Lampard has put him back in his preferred position. Also, let's talk about the center backs that we're going to be looking at for tomorrow. I think we should definitely stick with the same center backs that we had versus Leicester City on the second half, with Emerson making way for Marcos Alonso. I did see some things from Emerson that still look a bit shaky. I wanted to see him attack more, but it was a lot of going forward and then playing the ball back. And I know right now he's still rusty. There's that lack of confidence as he hasn't played enough games since coming back from his injury. But I think we definitely need to look at playing Marcos Alonso because he is able to get forward, and we just need him to play consistent balls into the box because we know Giroud's going to be playing our striker position, and he's going to be able to get opportunities if he gets some good balls playing to him. And hopefully we're going to be seeing a higher score sheet than we did versus Leicester City. We had some shaky moments, but I believe with Rudiger and Kurt Zouma holding the back line, I saw some great things with them with speed, and Kurt Zouma played a great defense on the left-hand side. Surprisingly, he's usually on the right, but I think the left-hand side, he's getting used to that position, so it's amazing to see. And also, we're going to need speed and attack versus West Ham's counterattack. And I think those are going to be our great players to help deteriorate any type of counterattack. And we know they have speed in the back, so that's something we're going to be very confident about. I know Andres Christensen has been playing very well. He does have a knock, and I think we should wait a minute until he's fully 100% healthy before we bring him back in. So I want to talk about score predictions for the game. Before we do that, I want to dive into what we're going to be expecting from West Ham United. As you know, they haven't got off to the best start, but we do know that West Ham United loves to play on the counter. So a big thing we need to take into consideration when we're playing against them is that our defense is also staying compact, but we are making sure that we're not leaving any gaps in the midfield, as that is going to be detrimental to us during our process as we're moving forward, as I know West Ham's going to let Chelsea control much of the play. Another thing we need to watch out for is that West Ham United will take shots from outside the box. So we need to have plenty of players building that wall inside the 18 in order to help Kepa, so he's not put in a position where he's unable to make saves. This is going to be something we're going to have to work really hard with, as if our defense stays deep, that's going to give them that opportunity for them to take those shots out the 18. Another style that West Ham likes to play is crossing balls into the box. We know that's our weakness. We know that we suffer when balls are played into the box. It's plain and simple. That is something that we need to really develop. And we have players who I feel very confident about that are able to get the ball quicker, and also are strong players who we shouldn't be being exposed in the box when it comes to crosses. Simple as that. But that is something we're lacking. And I think with the players of Rudiger, Kurt Zouma, great headers of the ball, we just need to make sure we're getting more players back. Giroud is coming back to help. We're also getting Ross Barkley. We need players that are going to come in and not let their man get around them to find a way to get towards the ball. We need to make sure that if we're going to be doing a zone or we're going to be man marking, that every player is staying with their man. What I believe that we can definitely do to expose West Ham United is the fact that their midfield, once you get past their midfield players, their back line are not strong enough to handle the physicality of Giroud, and they don't have the speed to contain Willian and Christian Pulisic. So the biggest thing for Chelsea is, if we do get a counterattack, we need to make sure that players are running into the channel and the correct channels. We need to make sure that everyone's making movements. This is going to be a good way of confusing their defense. Also, they're going to let us play on the wing. This is the reason why Giroud is going to be a very strong suit for this position, because if we can get some great balls into the box, it's going to make it easier for us to get goals and take that lead. That's the most important, is we don't want to be playing catch up. We want to make sure that we get the first goal and continue that dominance. Another way that I can see us exposing West Ham is playing quick balls. All right? Quick 1-2s. We're going to be needing to play first touch pass. If we're able to do that with great intensity and also able to have players moving with intensity, another way that we're going to be able to expose West Ham's defense is playing on the wing. We definitely are going to need our fullbacks to be making overlapping runs, so then that we can draw the defenders and give us opportunity to get better balls into the box. So Azpilicueta and Marcus Alonso are going to be playing some big roles on the game tomorrow. So we do need them to be at their tip-top shape with finding their man when they're crossing these balls into the box. So I want to say to you viewers, what do you think the score prediction is going to be for tomorrow? Let me know and leave a comment below. I predict tomorrow is going to be a 2-0 game. I am confident as our defense is becoming a lot stronger, and we were able to also have that game versus Leicester City where luckily they didn't score, but we still left without being scored on. So I see some positives in that. And I believe that West Ham is not going to be able to contain our offensive game if we stick to the plan and make sure that everyone is on the same page. And Ross Barkley needs to continue to be confident and taking his shots and also getting into the box. We see that when he is on his game, he's able to make things happen. And then we do have, yet again, Christian Pulisic, who is on fire right now. On fire. So we just need him to continue to play at the level that he is, and he will get even better over time, and we're going to see a lot coming from him. So you guys, I want to thank you for tuning into my channel. Please don't forget to like. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Come on, Blues!